Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the NECA Toys Alien Kane. Celebrating 35 years of the Alien movie, Kane comes in his spacesuit with a smashed-in helmet and then the facehugger securely attached to his face. It's really neat that we're getting human characters, obviously, for the Alien properties. We've already gotten ourselves Hudson and Hicks. I don't know. I kind of hope that we're going to get ourselves the other human characters from Alien, not necessarily like in spacesuits. So we get Kane in the spacesuit that he's wearing, but I kind of hope we're also going to get a regular Kane too, maybe with like the chest burster coming out of his stomach. That would be very impressive. We spin around the side of the box. The side of the packaging shows Kane once again, facehugger attached to his face, and then on the back, your read-up says, in space, no one can hear you scream. In a remote region of the galaxy, the United States space tug Nostromo, carrying a cargo mineral ore, making its return journey to Earth. The ship's crew, 5 men, 2 women, and a cat, are awakened from their hypersleep chambers when Mother, the on-board computer, monitors a strange transmission. According to the company law, the crew must investigate any signal indicating possible intelligent life. What begins as routine research mission quickly escalates into a nightmare of unimaginable terror when the crew discovers and brings aboard an extraterrestrial life form. As Spot mentioned, the other figures available are, Kane we're looking at now, but there's also Bishop and the dog alien from Alien 3. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the 35th anniversary of Alien, Kane. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. When it comes to Kane, his accessories will include a small handgun, which isn't quite black. It's not quite gray. It's kind of in the middle there. It's a shinier paint as well, which is a nice touch, and a little bit of red on the tips, front and back tips. You also get what I believe to be a flashlight. A little small portable flashlight comes with him as well. It's roughly about the same color as the weapon, give or take. And it's got a little bit of the green on the handle there. And of course, lastly, he has his helmet. The helmet has some incredible paint to it, mostly copper in color. But there's areas where I guess the copper has oxidized, where it's gone that kind of greenish color on the metal itself. It carries around the trim, which gives it that kind of realistic aged look. Very impressive. The front of the dome is smashed through where the facehugger would have entered and latched onto Kane's face. The dome is removable. Just pop that right off, which makes things getting onto Kane a lot easier. When you want to take it and put it on Kane, he has a couple of hoses that extend out from his backpack. Those will attach to the back of the helmet. So what you want to do is move the hoses kind of just out of the way like that, and then take the helmet, and I find it's easier to put it on sideways because it's got the best clearance to get the facehugger around there. Make sure the hoses are moved, and then once it's on there, rotate it. Rotate it, and then you can get it in around Kane's face, just like that. I don't know what it is. There's something that's coming off of the backpack of Kane. You guys might have noticed it when Spot's been reviewing that. Looks like there's something that's coming off of it. I don't know if they've applied like a grease or something like that, but I feel like there's a little bit that's coming off in the backpack. If you guys have had this, let me know certainly down below. But once you got the helmet on there, you can either have it as is, or of course what you can do is take the helmet in its entirety and just peg it over top. Just snap it into place. And there you have Kane with his helmet on. Likely a preferred look for me if I'm going to be displaying. I kind of dig it with the helmet smashed through rather than having it exposed. And then you can also take those tubes I was discussing earlier, and there's a hole right at the bottom of the helmet. There's a smaller hole, and then the top has a larger hole to accommodate the tube. You have to do a little bit of finagling to get the tube actually attached. But if everything goes well, you can get something that looks like that. Again, Spot's preferred look is probably to have it with the helmet on him, but you can take it off certainly as well if you want. You can also just have it like this too if you want. But for the rest of this review, we'll take the helmet off completely. Once again, you want to take it and kind of turn it to the side, and then from there you can pop it off relatively easy. We'll just put those to the side with the helmets and the weapons out of the way there too. Okay, so like the rest of his body is really impressive. It's more dated, I suppose. It's not a more realistic, updated kind of astronaut suit. But I like it. I mean, as much as I love Alien, Alien doesn't have a really current look to it. It does feel a little bit dated, but by the same token, it's dated, but it still feels very relevant. It was shot so well that it doesn't feel dated looking at it, though the tech in it, you know, suits like this do have a more dated look to them. He has a strap on the side of his belt, which I believe actually is a to hold the, I believe is to hold the flashlight. It doesn't sit very easily in there. You have to do a little bit of adjusting to get it looped around there. But you can get it. You can get it in there. It's just a little bit harder to get it through. As well too, the last thing I want to do is have it break, but you can get it, you know, you can get it attached in there if you want. The coloring of his suit is kind of this yellow, gold, a little bit of cream colored in there, and a little bit of brown. There's definitely a lot for the eye to pick up. Little areas, little crevices, little creases where you can see some great sculpt on it. The backpack, again, carries over that same copper color from his helmet. Not again sure why there's like a residue coming off the backpack, but he's got the gold on this copper color gold on the shoulders as well as the front. That also shows Kane as the assigned user of this suit. Of course, let's not overlook the more glaring detail to Kane, and that's the face hugger wrapped around his face. When I say it's an accurate sculpt to Kane, you know, it's your prerogative. I mean, most of it is covered by a face hugger. The face hugger is wrapped around his neck multiple times. It's a good look for it. I kind of wish that the tentacles weren't completely attached to his head, like they were just slightly loose, as opposed to it not. See, like it is loose. There we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. I didn't want the tentacles, the legs, to be completely affixed to them. I like it just a little bit looser, where it looks like it's on it versus it's been sculpted on him. I mean, I wonder if you could probably try to peel this off, but I don't think he'd have a face underneath it. It'd probably just be this big smear. When it comes to Kane's articulation, well, he does actually have a fair bit, all things considered, because he has so much bulk to his suit. His head does rotate very easily via a ball joint. There's kind of an underside look of his face there. He has ball hinge sockets in the shoulders. Shoulders don't restrict at all the articulation in the arms. They still move forward and back fairly easy. There's a swivel. It appears to have a swivel, or maybe it's just the way it's been pegged together. It appeared that he had a swivel here, but maybe not. There's a swivel though in the forearm, fairly easy. A hinge in the elbow, but really you're not going to move the elbow very much at all. I mean, if you look at the groove of the slot, it's only about that wide. You're not going to get any really bit of movement from it. It does have a swivel in the hand though. Swiveled waist, and for that matter, it also has a ball joint socket. This torso area section here is its own ball joint, so it moves fairly easy, rotates up and down. But then he's also got a secondary ball joint between the top torso and the waist. When it comes to his waist, he does have a swivel at the waist there, as well as the swiveled legs. Legs go forward, out, back, like that. And he also has a swivel and bend at the knee. But again, like there's very little clearance between the lower leg and the thigh To get any bend there, good luck. Finally, he has a very forgiving flex, a very easy bend in the foot. So, all things considered, he actually is quite posable. A little restricted in the forearms, a little restricted in the lower legs, but still, all things considered, he's a really great looking figure. I guess really what you could always do is if you have extra Kanes, if you do decide to pick up extra Kanes, and then down the road they release the other characters from Alien, you could probably do a game of mixed match. You know, you could take Kane's head off, swap it with like a Ripley or, you know, a Dallas or any of the other characters. So, I mean, it's certainly the sky's the limit. He could be the foundation for, you know, you could have multiple members of the Nostromo in spacesuits by really utilizing the same body. All things considered, I'm really happy with this figure. Hopefully we can still get a Kane, like an interior ship Kane, maybe with the chest burster. You know, I don't know, licensing permitting, maybe they don't have the license yet for that actor, but I would love to see them expanding above and beyond just this, because we're going to be getting Ripley, and, you know, Ripley and Kane really are about the only Alien figures that we've gotten. We've gotten ourselves Bishop, Hudson, and Hicks, but they're all from Aliens. I'd like to see more Alien figures. That'd be kind of cool. From a sculpt and paint perspective, I'm going to give Kane here an 8.5. Does things very well. He's a little limited in certain areas of articulation, but for the most part, very happy with how this figure turned out. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at our NECA toys, Alien Kane. Kane in his little suit. Could be a little bit better off. Kind of sucks having a face hugger stuck to your face, but all things considered, a great looking figure. Don't go anywhere, guys. Certainly stay tuned. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way. We're also going to still be having a look at the dog alien. He's right around the corner. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.